Dear friends, welcome to Know Thyself YouTube Channel. Good morning. Hope you are all staying safe and keeping well. I sincerely thank all of you who have subscribed to this channel and follow the channel. If you find the contents of the videos uploaded in this channel useful, please subscribe to this channel and click the notification or the bell icon so that you can be notified when a video is uploaded. Kindly share the videos with others or on the internet. In the last episode of Know Your Mind segment, we considered those things that contribute to the formation of unconscious and conscious biases, how they get formed in our minds, and the role of unconscious stereotyping in their actual formation. In this episode, we attempt to distinguish unconscious bias from unconscious stereotyping, spell out different types of stereotyping, and give a few examples to each type. As explained in the previous episodes, an unconscious bias is an unquestioned and automatic assumption about an individual based on traits associated with the group the person belongs to, which prevents one from treating the other respectfully without being consciously aware of the fact that the assumption influences them. Thus, unconscious bias has more to do with thought influencing decision-making and actions, even if it is in subtle ways. On the other hand, unconscious stereotyping is oversimplifying and assuming similarities about a group at the level of thought, often expressed as a joke, as a condemning comment, as a pejorative statement, or when a certain group of people are not around. Stereotypes can come from popular cultural depictions of a group or deeply held beliefs passed through generations. Stereotypes, though may not seem negative, are rarely accurate and beneficial. Even if some stereotypes cast a positive light on a group of people, they still tend to be inaccurate and not helpful, as they are oversimplifications and overgeneralizations about the given individuals or groups. For individuals and groups cannot be limited to a few positive and negative stereotypical traits. Hence, stereotypes can even be harmful, for they make people become prejudiced, jump into conclusions, and act based on their biases. Thus, unconscious stereotypes facilitate us to form unconscious biases and let them influence our decision making and actions. The most common stereotypes that tend to be negative are cultural or national stereotypes, social stereotypes, racial or caste-based stereotypes, gender stereotypes, and religious stereotypes. Let us briefly clarify each of them by giving some typical illustrations without applying them to any specific group. First, cultural or national stereotypes. Every culture or nation has its own foundational characteristics that make them vibrant, lively, and unique. However, each culture or nation provides its own share of stereotypes, both positive and negative, about themselves and other cultures or nations. These stereotypes are often broad and overly generalized and can lead to some harmful unconscious and conscious beliefs, biases, and misconceptions about individuals or entire cultures and nations. Some typical examples are: people of country A are better than people of country B. People of country E are all ignorant and rude. People of country D are violent and uncivilized. People of country E are lazy. People from country F are most efficient and innovative. People from country G are a high and by people. People of country A are less educated than people from countries B and C and the like. Second, social stereotypes. Social stereotyping consists in making assumptions about different social groups based on their characteristics, economic class, age, skill, and the like. While some of these stereotypes can be positive, there are many negative stereotypes as well. Whether positive or negative, they are oversimplified perceptions about people and are incapable of telling the whole truth about the social groups they stereotype. Some typical examples are: Group A is unfriendly and narrow-minded. People of Group B are organized and punctual. People of Group E are good listeners. People of Group D are shallow and selfish. People of social class E are less educated. People in Group F are not capable as people of Group G. Age Group H is the wisest. People of social class I are all arrogant and headstrong. People of social class A are happy, etc. Third, racial or caste-based stereotypes. Racial or caste-based stereotypes are dangerous and harmful as they can result in discrimination and violence between people of different races or castes. These types of stereotyping, whether positive or negative, do not characterize people in a holistic manner. Instead, they reduce individuals and collective experiences of people of these races and castes to a few characteristics that do not apply to everyone, thereby lead to misconceptions about an inequality among groups. Some typical examples are: race or caste A is superior to race or caste B. People of race or caste B are unintelligent. People of race or caste E are greedy. People of race or caste D are dangerous and untrustworthy. People of race or caste E are kind. People of race or caste F are athletic. People of race or caste G are good at music. People of race or caste H are good at math and science, etc. Fourth, gender stereotypes. Gender stereotyping is the result of comparing and contrasting people of different genders with each other. Negative gender stereotyping arises when people of a certain gender make overgeneralizations and oversimplifications about people of the other gender or their own. Some typical examples are: gender A is good at doing something than gender B. Gender A is more aggressive than gender B. Gender A is less attractive than gender B. People of gender B are bad drivers. People of gender A are untidy and disorganized. People of gender A are bad listeners and communicators. People of gender B are beautiful, etc. Fifth, religious stereotypes. Religion is a significant aspect of most people as it touches the deepest levels of those who believe. Since religious practice is prevalent and it influences and impacts people in a serious way, both positive and negative religious stereotypes have been formed over the years about the nature of religions and the characteristics of people who follow different religions. These religious stereotyping could be dangerous as they can build up biases and prejudices among various religious groups, leading to animosities and even violence. Some typical examples are: people of religion A are extremists and terrorists. The belief system of religion B is foolish, naive, and selfish. People who practice religion C are intolerant. People of religion D are money-minded. Religion E is dangerous and destructive. People who practice religion G are generous and charitable, etc. In fact, all forms of stereotyping are harmful as they lead to categorizing people into groups based on certain limited characteristics and ideas about the groups. Hence, stereotyping can limit the truth about groups, facilitate forming unconscious, implicit and unintentional or conscious, explicit and intentional biases and prejudices about these groups, which can lead to discrimination and even violence among groups. Negative stereotyping can lead to inferiority among individuals of a particular group because they will be stereotyped no matter what they do as members of their group. Even the so-called positive and neutral stereotypes can still be harmful as they create preconceived ideas or expectations about people which they may find it difficult to meet and live up to, or they can make a person feel reduced to these stereotypical traits. If the individual does not live up to the positive stereotypes of the group, he may be considered by others as having the negative stereotypes by default. Hence, we need to be watchful about all forms of stereotyping and how they affect our unconscious and conscious thought processes. The greater the knowledge we have about the stereotypes that guide our thinking, decision making and actions, the greater the sensitivity and the kindness with which we will deal with people who are different from us. We will continue our analysis of unconscious and conscious biases in the next episode. Thank you for watching this video. Stay blessed until we see you again with another video.